So we got the fungus among us, as well as other things. All right. By a show of hands, how many people knew this was going on? Candida auris. Sounds super scary. Who knows? Who knows? Could be super scary. There it is. See what the Center of Disease Control has to say about it. A drug resistant form of fungus is currently spreading through U.S. healthcare facilities and causing alarm. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has warned Candida auris, or CRS, is a type of yeast that can pose a potentially deadly threat to people with weakened immune systems. If it enters the bloodstream and spreads through the body, according to the CDC. But between 30% and 60% of people who get sick in this way dying of their infections, 30% to 60%. Patients who have been hospitalized for a long time have a central venous catheter or other tubes entering their body, and those who have previously received antibiotics or antifungal medications are thought to be most at risk, with infection able to pass from the contaminated surfaces and from person to person. Candida auris requires specialist lab equipment to identify its resistance to common antifungal drugs, makes it difficult to treat, compounding the problem. The fungus was first identified in Japan in 2009, but has subsequently been traced further back to samples found in South Korea in 1996. We're just catching word right now. It has spread to around 30 countries and was first spotted in the U.S. in 2016, causing increased concern after the number of infections rocketed by 95% between 2020 and 21, from 759 to 1,471 at a time when the world was largely preoccupied with tackling the pandemic. It has been found in more than half of American states, with Mississippi currently providing particular cause for concern, with 12 cases detected since November and 4 potentially associated deaths, according to State Department of Health spokesperson, Tammy Yates. Unfortunately, multi-drug resistant organisms such as C. auris have become more prevalent among our highest risk individuals, such as residents in long-term care facilities. The CDC's new study of Candida auris was led by Dr. Megan Lyman, Chief Medical Officer of the institution's Mycotic Diseases Branch, who said the rapid rise in geographic spread of cases is concerning and emphasizes the need of continued surveillance, expanding lab capacity, quicker diagnostic tests, and adherence to proven infection prevention and control. So, y'all, there's a lot going on around your town. A lot of stuff going on, y'all. How many of y'all knew this? It'll all be forgotten in time. A nuclear plant that leaked 400,000 gallons of radioactive water shuts down for repairs after the second incident. Repairs are set to begin to fix the leaking of radioactive water from the facility this week, after a larger leak was discovered in November but only made public this month. NBC News. Article was published on March 24th, 2023 by Eric Ortiz. The owner of one of Minnesota's 2 nuclear power plants said it will temporarily power down the facility Friday to repair a recurring leak of radioactive water discovered this week, occurring as state regulators had been monitoring the effects of an initial spill 4 months ago, while Xcel Energy said in a news release Thursday that there is no risk to the public or the environment. With the latest incident at the Monticello nuclear generating plant, the city said it would test the municipal water supply out of precaution. The safety of Monticello's residents has been and continues to be our number one priority, Mayor Lloyd said in a statement Friday. We are glad Xcel Energy was closely monitoring the situation and deciding to shut down the plant to make permanent repairs immediately to address the recurring issue of water containing tritium leaking from the plant the second time. The company added that the leak of water containing tritium and mildly radioactive, it's mild, y'all, radioactive from a hydrogen is fully contained on site and has not been detected beyond the facility or in any local drinking water. This second leak involved hundreds of gallons of radioactive water, according to the utility company, far less than the 400,000 gallons in the leak discovered in late November. So, my question would be for Mr. Mayor Lloyd, if the safety of Monticello's resident has been and continues to be your number one priority, how come you didn't shut down the plants and fix it the first time? I wonder. We don't have no idea why Grandma and Grandpa got that tumor growing out the side of their neck and on their backside. We don't have no idea why Jenny down the block got a tumor the size of a grapefruit growing out the front of her forehead. We have no idea. But to see, y'all, this is why you have to prepare. I'm glad the state officials, the local government, are looking out for the best interests of the residents of Monticello. Sounds like some East Palestine stuff if you ask me. Pay a little fine, and in the meantime, your electric bill goes through the roof, all due to their mistakes. We got nuclear power plants busting a leak. We got 800,000 bottles of fabric softener recalled due to cancer-causing chemical. Sounds like to me, I could be wrong, that somebody's not looking out for our best interests. Most likely, nothing's gonna happen. They'll pay a fine and move on. 5-10 years down the road, they'll forget all about you. Everybody will forget about this story, y'all. Because the people that should be cracking down on this, that supposedly are looking out for your best interests, are living in woke world. So we got Fungus Among Us. We got a whole bunch going down. And you'll see 10 or 15 years from now, hopefully you're not snoozing some info commercial about it, saying to call in if you lived around these things, if you had this stuff happen to you, and you hope you're not snoozing and you catch the commercial. But most of the people that are affected most likely will be long gone by then. These dudes is dropping the ball all over the place, if you ask me. Rest assured, y'all, you'll be the last to know. Know that. That's why you gotta cover your backside and look out for yourself. Y'all be cool. Just a quick little reminder that you'll be the last to know. And you gotta cover your hind parts, y'all. It's Isaac, SE Wolverines. Please hit that like button. I appreciate it. Helps us get out to the world a little bit more. Stay strong and get prepared out there, y'all. Good night, America. SE Wolverines!